Wake up, go down to the beach, meet up with my friends, skate it up, hit on some chicks. I got my rainbow roll. We got ahi, salmon, eel, yellowtail with rice and avocado. And then they had lobster on special. We got lobster.
Star Parker is with us, former welfare chief, now president and founder of CURE, the Center for Urban Renewal and Education. Star, this is just another example of what goes on pretty much everywhere, right?
It absolutely does, and that's why I hope that the American people finally awaken to what government has done, what they continue to do, and it's up to us to stop them.
Well, what are they doing? Because that guy looks like he's chilling. I mean, you know, what's so bad about the way he's living?
There's nothing bad about it if you think that there's nothing wrong with redistribution of wealth, if you think there's nothing wrong with paying into a government system that's on steroids. When you think about our food stamp budget, for instance, right now, it's about $80 billion. There's about $2 billion they know is wasted. We have no idea where that money is. And we don't require them to do certain activities with that money. There's only one of the food programs that actually forces you to buy certain food, and it's the Women, Infant, Children, the WIC program.
Right.
SNAP doesn't. Food stamp program doesn't. And it's so easy now that many Americans just decide, I'm going to go on the system because we've taken away the stigma even. We have just the EBT card. It looks just like your ATM card. You go into Traders, Whole Food, any store.
Yeah.
Oh, in fact, 300,000
Well, you know, I'll tell you something. Yeah, the data's in. 1 in 7 or 1 in 6 are on food stamps. And, you know, we really do want to help the poor. It's about saving these programs for the poor. What I'm saying is, you know, Charles and I have talked about this. Economists have been crunching the numbers. They're saying, you know what, it's more expensive to get a job if you get a lot of government help. Even though the left doesn't want to hear it, even though the other media don't want to hear it.
But I think what the American people need to hear is that these programs are not designed to help poor people. Individuals should help poor people. It's called charity. But what we've done is we've designed governmental poverty programs that have some rule. I mean, they do have means tests, but many people qualify now. And as you're saying, 47 million Americans qualify for the food stamp program. What used to happen, though, is there was a little bit of shame in it. So you didn't want to go in.
That's the point.
Right. And apply, but now there's no shame.
I thought it was crazy. When I grew up, you know, I could be in a supermarket with food stamps and ready to go to the register, and if someone from my building came in,
you'd be embarrassed.
I go back into the aisle, even though I know they were on food stamps too, but we didn't even want to see each other with that. So and so this is being promoted as some sort of a don't be ashamed, and even more than that, like it's an American right. It's part of that middle class bargain.
It has become that, not only an entitlement, but it's addicting because even the businesses are on it. Of the 400,000 businesses that qualify to accept these cards, if you count all of their subsidiaries and other companies, we're talking about now almost 800,000 businesses that accept this as a normal way of doing business. So if you sell food at all, you can take the EBT card. When you take the EBT card, and there's no shame anymore. Remember the food stamps, because I used to live on welfare, so the food stamp, certain color code for a certain product. Now you swipe, and it's up to the business to decide what qualifies and what doesn't.
So how do you fix the problem?
Well, this is what the conservatives, this is one of the reasons I started my organization, Urban Cure. It's what conservatives have been saying for a long time. We need to go into each and every one of these poverty program budgets and stop the madness. We have to reform this significantly. Not a little Band-Aid like welfare reform, but look specifically at food stamps, $80 billion, specifically at the housing subsidies at $80 billion, and at Department of Education at $80 billion, because this is a waste. That's $250 billion, and it's a waste of taxpayer money.
How do you craft, though, the message out there that by taking away some of these benefits that we're actually helping you, not hurting you? How do you change that narrative from the other side that says these are mean-spirited people that just don't like poor people?
Well, I don't know that we can change the narrative because it's so out there and it sounds like you're helping people, and many are disconnected from actually helping the poor. But the poor, we keep our eye on who we say we're helping. The real poor, the ones that are in need in our society, they are looking forward to us making these changes. Look what happened after welfare reform. People that used to send me death threats when I consulted on welfare and reforming welfare then started sending me letters saying, thank you. For the first time, my child is looking at me like I have worth. What we have to do is remember that we have stolen dignity. And if you think about the individual that we say we're trying to help and keep our eye on them, it shouldn't matter what the rhetoric or what the mainstream media may be saying about us trying to hurt people. We're not hurting people when you tell them the truth. You're helping them.